Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. US President Donald Trump has characterized his recent three-day visit to China as a great success and highlighted strong relationships and great deals made during the trip. According to NHK, Trump returned to the White House on Friday after summit talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping. In an interview with Fox News filmed in Beijing, Trump stated that Taiwan has always been the most critical issue for President Xi. He acknowledged the aspirations of some in Taiwan for independence, but warned it is a risky thing. Trump also expressed his desire to see the situation stay the way it is, suggesting a preference for the status quo. Regarding potential arms sales to Taiwan, the president indicated that his approval is contingent on China, viewing such sales as a very good negotiating chip for us. He later told reporters aboard Air Force One that a decision on approving the arms sales would be made over the next fairly short period after consulting with the person that's running Taiwan. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky issued a stark warning on May 15th, indicating that Russia is evaluating the possibility of launching new military operations from within Belarusian territory. These potential attacks could again target Kyiv's northern flank or be used to exert military pressure on NATO member states. This marks the first time since Russia's 2022 invasion that Belarus has been identified as a potential forward operating base. According to Reuters, Zelensky stated that Moscow is in fresh discussions with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko to persuade Belarus to join these actions. He also cautioned that Russia is considering using Belarusian land to pressure NATO countries. The report highlights Belarus's agreement to deploy Russian tactical nuclear weapons and Oreshnik medium-range missiles, though Moscow has not confirmed this. The Kyiv Independent noted new roads and artillery positions near the Belarusi-Ukraine border, with Belarus allowing its border for Russian missile and drone launches. A major concern is the Suwalki Gap, a 70-kilometer wide strip connecting Belarus to Russia's Kaliningrad exclave, widely seen as NATO's most vulnerable eastern defense point. Ukrainian border guard analysis suggests logistics and infrastructure are ready for Russian use. In response, Zelensky has ordered enhanced defensive deployments along Ukraine's northern line and around Kyiv. This news is from Zeoshia Shur-E. Al Jazeera reports that President Donald Trump announced the death of Abu-Bilal al-Minuki, the alleged global second-in-command of ISIL, during a joint operation by United States and Nigerian forces. Speaking on Truth Social, Trump stated that brave American forces and the armed forces of Nigeria flawlessly executed a meticulously planned and very complex mission to eliminate the most active terrorist in the world from the battlefield. He also thanked the Nigerian government for its partnership. Al-Minuki had been under U.S. sanctions since 2023, designated as a global terrorist and identified as a Sahel-based ISIL senior leader, providing operational guidance and funding worldwide. Trump concluded that his removal significantly diminishes ISIS's global operations. This action follows months of Trump's criticism against Nigeria for failing to protect Christians, a charge Nigeria has denied, asserting that fighters target both Muslim and Christian communities. The Bauchi Breasts previously conducted an airstrike in northwest Nigeria on Christmas Day last year and has since deployed troops in a non-combat role for technical support and intelligence sharing. The Samsung Electronics Union in South Korea has announced it will proceed with an 18-day strike involving 50,000 members, commencing on May 21. This decision stands despite the company's offer to unconditionally resume wage negotiations. The union's primary grievance stems from performance bonuses being significantly lower than those offered by rival SK Hynix. They are demanding 15% of operating profits as performance bonuses for the semiconductor division and the removal of a 50% cap on annual performance bonuses. The impending strike has raised considerable concerns about Samsung's chip production capacity and its potential impact on the global semiconductor supply chain, especially given Samsung's position as the world's largest memory chip manufacturer. The news triggered a sharp reaction in the market, with Samsung Electronics' share price initially plummeting by 9.3% before closing down 8.61% on Friday. Analysts predict substantial financial losses, potentially ranging from 21 trillion to 31 trillion Korean won in operating profit. In anticipation, Samsung has already begun reducing production. The union stated it is willing to engage in new talks with management on June 7th, but will not alter its current strike plan. This report is from Sing Tao. Al Jazeera reports that the United States Department of Justice has arrested and charged Iraqi national Mohammed Bakr Dawood al-Saudi, identified as a senior commander of the Iran-backed armed group Kataib Hezbollah. Al-Saudi, 32, is accused in a criminal complaint unsealed in Manhattan federal court of involvement in at least 18 attacks and attempted attacks across the U.S., Canada, and Europe. These alleged actions, including the firebombing of a Bank of New York Mellon building in Amsterdam, a shooting at the U.S. consulate in Toronto, a stabbing in London, and a thwarted attack in Paris, were reportedly orchestrated to pressure the U.S. and Israel to halt military actions against Iran. Prosecutors allege al-Saudi maintained close ties with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, including the late IRGC Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani, and used social media to promote their agendas and celebrate bombings. He is further accused of offering $10,000 in cryptocurrency to launch simultaneous attacks on a New York City synagogue and Jewish centers in California and Arizona. Al-Saudi faces 6 federal charges, including conspiracy to provide material support to foreign terrorist organizations and conspiracy to bomb a place of public use. He appeared in court smiling but did not speak, and his defense lawyer claims he is a political prisoner due to his past ties. If convicted, he faces a maximum penalty of life in federal prison. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.